Shut up and dribble. We back with another episode. Second round.
Yeah,
Second round conference finals.
conference finals.
So it's been how you
Blowout
feel about-
city.
yeah,
Blowout. Even more blowout and more blowout.
yeah.
You know what?
It's been
You know what's funny about that though?
what?
Because when the when the playoffs first started, I was like, "Damn, this is the most exciting playoff series in a minute, or playoffs in a while."
Yeah,
I was having fun with these playoffs. They went all downhill.
and it's funny. 'Cause I think I was like, what the last two episodes? The last episode you said that,
Yeah.
and then the last
And
episode
then-
he's talking about how excited we are for the conference finals. And man, I ain't gonna lie, I've been boring, bro. I didn't watch the game today. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I didn't watch it today.
I
I thought Golden State was gonna blow them out in the sweep, but Luka and then blew out Golden State. So
yes. So it's been blowout, like just blow out one team, play other team out. The Warriors series been disappointing. That series really disappointed me. I thought the Mavs and Warriors would be a deeper series, but it's been really disappointing as well. I don't know, man.
Hey,
I guess
if you saw Reggie Bullock, that man said we're not losing no more games, and he's been right so far.
that man said literally last season. That man said, he told what you call it? I forgot what he told the Hawks. I think he said, "We'll see you in the A," and then they lost.
See you in the A. Didn't Reggie play for the Lakers?
Yeah, he's a Laker.
There you go, man. And then me and Mike made an episode in a minute.
That man, see, he makes return.
Yeah, he made his first return with the words, "I need to pee."
Hey man, that's the way to make your return.
And I hate that my room is like right across from the bathroom because he never closes the door when he's using his little pot, so I can just see straight into the bathroom. He's just sitting on the pot staring at me.
Yeah, close the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Anyways, but yeah, Golden State and Mavericks been blowout after blowout. Golden State's almost swept. I thought they were going to sweep tonight, but Luka ended up getting 30, 14, and 9.
Yeah.
Shout out to Luka Magic. But this series is over with. Pack them up.
Yeah. A disappointing conference finals for the West.
After we recap everything, that's the topic I wanted to speak on. We'll get into it later, but that's what I want to speak on. But yeah, the Western Conference side of the conference finals has been boring. Or, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavericks force a game 7. Only reason, because the last 2 games, the Mavericks were up 20 in the first half.
And they just blew it. I don't think
but that's how it's been for Golden State for most of the playoffs. So it seems like you can't go up big on Golden State because they're going to shoot their way back into it every single time.
Yeah.
If the Mavericks, if the Mavericks would have won every game, they were up 20 in the first half, then it's a 3-2 series.
Yeah. But
3-2 series is favorable than 3-1.
I don't think they're gonna come back. Even get 7, they're probably gonna lose at 5. They're gonna win. They're gonna win it. Yeah,
I think they're gonna lose 5. Going to win the series, but if they do end up pushing it to 6, I won't be surprised. Just because of the way they've been leading in the series, it wouldn't surprise. Like they won tonight, it didn't surprise me. I didn't think they were gonna get swept because if Luka got swept, that's crazy. I didn't think they're gonna get swept, but Luka always somehow gets him one game at least.
At least one game.
Yeah, and on the Eastern Conference, we're going to blow you out, then you blow us out. Then we're going to blow you out, then you blow us out. Then we're going to blow you out again.
And I think it's not what people expect. I think people thought it would be like, most if you look at most Eastern and Western conferences, they mostly like slugfest. Like both teams are trying their best to beat you. They both look tired, but they know they're like right there in the finals. This don't feel like that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like watching these games, it's just like a regular season game. It's like
I thought the Eastern Conference was gonna be like more gritty.
Yeah, like an old school,
because they're both two defensive-minded teams. I thought it was going to be a low-scoring, gritty, who's going to want it more type of thing.
The score going to be like 70, 78, 80.
The score was 1-19 in the first quarter of the last game.
Yeah.
1-19.
I saw the score.
Oh, my God. I'm just happy the series is tied up because I got money on Boston. That's the only reason I'm happy right now.
Oh, Miami to win, but It's just like I don't know, man. It got people saying it's funny because like people who hated on the bubble, like people who like calling Mickey Mouse rigged. Now they said they missed the bubble basketball. I was like, bro,
man, I saw some tweets and it was like the bubble playoffs were exciting. The bubble playoffs were fun.
I'm like
They
now y'all.
wanted it in the
I'm
bubble.
like now y'all said it was fun. Like last y'all said bubble ring, bubble
now they
ring.
wanted it.
Now y'all like it. I'm like I'm sick. I think because I think a lot of people kind of we're all disappointed in the playoffs right now because of our expectations. I think we all had like high expectations for these the conference finals, and they kind of been just kind of eh. So, but we all had like huge expectations.
And I think it's boring because the Bucks and the Suns are out.
Yeah,
if Phoenix was still in it, then I think the games would be closer and there'd be a lot more talk because I wanted to see a Phoenix Golden State conference final matchup since December, but Phoenix fucking blew it.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to see Giannis fighting back. Conference finals trying to get another ring.
The rematch.
See what he does.
And then his rematch with the Heat. And then what he's rematch with them?
His rematch with both teams,
but as a Laker fan, no Lakers.
Yeah, as a Laker fan, yes, sir. All we need is Celtics L and Warrior
L. But yeah, that's why. At first I was like, is it boring or am I tripping? Or am I just saying that because I'm a Lakers fan and my team I didn't? Yeah. But then seeing people from other teams saying it's not that fun, or seeing other people saying it too, I was like, maybe it's just not me then. But at the same time, I think too, like we also because if your team's not in it, it's not gonna be as fun. Like I'm sure, like people who are watching playoffs right now, they're having a good time. Like if their team favorite team's in it, they're having a good time. Because your favorite team, so you get to watch your favorite team. But yeah, man.
Yeah, but who do you think's gonna win the Western Conference MVP? Steph?
Probably Curry.
No, they're saying that it go to Luka. Just because he's played like MVP. He's been the best player on the court offensively at least.
But is it based off the winners or is it anybody?
I don't know.
If it's based on winners, I think
it's most likely based off the winners.
Yeah.
If it's like the finals MVP,
Steph, it can be Curry.
What about the East? No, the finals MVP is not based off the winners.
Yeah, it is.
They just it's not. It just goes to the winner most of the time. But it's technically not based off the winners.
Oh, it's not.
Like the loser of the finals can win finals MVP. It's just never happened because on the winning team, somebody always goes crazy. There's never been a point when the best player in the series lost.
Who go vote for the loser anyway?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, nobody will vote for the loser.
Yeah, I'm not voting for the loser.
Because you can argue LeBron should have won finals MVP. that one year, 2018.
Oh yeah, he would have won a lot.
Finals MVP.
Nah, he would have won a lot every all his losses. He probably would have won. That's all. Yeah. That's how good he played.
What else? Eastern Conference Final MVP.
I don't know. More likely probably gonna be Butler because they always get to the
It's been so much of a toss up that you don't even know. Yeah, I don't want to say Tatum because Tatum played bad, but until like last night.
And then like Brown, he had 40 points and he played bad. So I don't know.
Jalen played bad.
I think they'll just go Tatum.
Jimmy had an off night this series. It's gonna be Jimmy or Tatum, I think.
Yeah, they're gonna pick the superstar regardless. I feel like for the
I feel like superstar.
Some role player just like really comes out and just balls out. It's gonna be superstar.
Yeah, and I feel like these playoffs are boring because all the exciting teams are gone.
Oh yeah,
like none of the teams up there. Like Memphis was a really exciting team that was here. Like I said earlier, the Bucks, the Nets, all the exciting, fun teams are already gone. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. The conference finals have been really boo-boo, but the NBA teams were released today.
LeBron got stuck.
Which LeBron got third team, which I think I'm going to pull up our projections and then compare to what really happened. If I still have it saved, let me see. I should still have it saved somewhere. Let's see. I don't know how they say it pissed. Yes, I do. Okay. All right. So we had our NBA first team. We did it differently from the way it was actually done. We did it actual point guard, shooting guard, small forward, but instead it was guard, forward. So keep that in mind while we're going through this. So our NBA first team, John Morant, D Book, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic. The NBA's all NBA first team. Doncic, Book, Tatum, Giannis, Nikola Jokic. Let's talk about it. So we got almost all right, except for Bron and Ja.
Yeah.
Those are our two.
And I think Bron, I feel like he's snubbed.
Okay, but
like we get into it after. I think it's dumb.
Hold on. No, we can talk about it now. To be honest,
right. Bron should have been. To me, Bron should have been first all NBA.
You think Bron should have been first team?
Bro, he averaged 30 points. If you look at LeBron's stat line, it's crazy.
It's like all right, look, to me, it's like he averaged 30, but he didn't play a lot of games this season.
But still, at least if he's not gonna be
averaged
first,
30, but he played 50 games.
But he averaged 30. He literally would have finished. They would have made the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs, so he wasn't gonna play.
That's why I think Bron should have been second. Only reason I say he should have been first because Tatum played 76 games. Tatum played that damn near the whole season, and LeBron missed a lot of games. I think LeBron played 56. Giannis played 67. His stats were crazy, but it's like he didn't play as many games as they did. That's the only reason I give him second team.
That man would have averaged. He would have led the team, led the league in points per game if the Lakers were making the playoffs.
Yeah, if LeBron would have played those last games, he sat, and if we would have been a playoff team, he always would have played him. But we've been fighting for playoff spot, like closer in range. He obviously would have played him. But if he would have played those final games, I think he would have got second.
I think he's all NBA first. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's second.
I really think he is. And second, he's at least if he's not gonna be first, he's second. Like they come.
Yeah, I think he should be second at the least.
Like half, like half.
But yeah, and I mean, and I was surprised they put Book here over Steph.
I wasn't surprised for Booker because it's like they based it on like team success.
Book had a great year, but
that's why I don't understand. That's why I don't understand the NBA's like MVP and all NBA stuff because it's like why base it on players when they base it off their teams? Because like some players just in bad situations, but they play great. You know what I mean? Or like the team just sucks, whatever. So like, why not base it on either players or make it something like make another award for the players who just ball out, like who are actually playing good. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. That don't even like this man had 30 points. He literally would have averaged the most points in the NBA if he would have played like the last 3 games. But he didn't play because they weren't making the playoffs, and now he's 13. Like that's crazy.
And I think this list was like I know it's based on the regular season, but I think Tatum himself for recency bias.
Me too. That's why. And
Tatum
and
had
Booker,
like. Don't get me wrong. Tatum had a crazy regular season. He played great, but
nobody. He was not talking.
If the Celtics lose in the first round, I don't think
they would have put like KD. It would have been KD.
Yeah, it would have been KD. I'm surprised KD didn't even make a team.
He did. He's second team.
But that's crazy to even think about it. Oh, he is second team. I see him.
Yeah.
I skipped over.
I think that's why they should release it before the playoffs.
Oh, I thought DeMar should have been first team at least. Then if you're gonna put, well, that's how it is.
But that's why
I'm not mad at the first team, but
that's why they need to.
I don't think Devin Booker is the best shooting guard in the league.
Nah,
I can see Luka being the best point guard. I don't think D Book's the best shooting guard. Giannis is the best power forward. I don't think Tatum's the best small forward, and Jokic is the best center. All right, moving on. Second team. Our second team was Luka, Steph, DeRozan, Tatum, and Embiid. The real second team was Steph, DeRozan, KD, Embiid, Ja. We got Steph, DeRozan, and Embiid right. We had Tatum and Luka second team. So,
do you think Luka was based off recency bias too?
Yeah,
because they weren't talking about it. They weren't even talking about he gonna be there. Like
I thought for sure first team was secure Ja and stuff. Nobody was talking about Luka. Luka's Luka, but nobody was saying a word about Luka touching All NBA first team.
Yeah,
until what he just did.
That's why it needs to be before the playoffs.
So these are NBA awards.
You gonna do a regular season award?
I think all the awards, the regular season awards, should be before the playoffs.
Yeah, because when you say in the playoffs, then it's like what?
Because they don't vote until the conference finals, and you just watch Luka torch Phoenix. Yeah. So obviously you're gonna vote Luka in. Oh, maybe we didn't watch enough of him in the regular season. Maybe we didn't know, nigga. Luka didn't play as good as these niggas in the regular season.
Yeah.
But in the playoffs, Luka turns it up. Playoff Luka's a different nigga. Playoff Luka the best nigga in the league. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, Luka different. But
yeah. And that's why it's like that's why they need to do before because like recency bias. Because now you see like we talk about Jokic. Like you see Jokic, oh he's MVP, but like then he lose in the first round. How's he MVP? It's like bro, like that's why they need to like after. Like let me do before. Like, do before.
How do you feel about are you one of the people that think Embiid should have been the first team? Or are you like that's how it should be? Their center, he's the second best center in the league. Or do you think Embiid's season was so great to where he should have had an exception at first?
He still had exception. I mean, if I'm saying the same thing for LeBron to be first, then I gotta say the same thing for him too.
I mean, you gotta.
Yeah, because he led the league. He actually led the league in points, 30.6. So if I'm saying LeBron, I think they should have.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm fine with him being second because he wasn't the best center in the league.
But I thought they should change it.
I think they should change it, but on the way it's set up, he wasn't the best center in the league.
Yeah, so. On the way it's set up. I mean, you're not gonna put Jokic. You're not gonna put Jokic on the second team when he's your MVP.
Yeah, like
that don't even make sense. So they never do that. And I don't think I'm gonna say never. I don't think they ever done that before. I could be wrong, but putting your MVP on the second team would look crazy. But I think they should do like based on his best players. I think it should be positionless. That's what I think. I think it's
the 5 best players
and the 5 best players for the season. That's what I think.
So what if it's 5 guards?
Then it's 5 guards.
You'd be fine with that. Like if the top 5 would end up being like, or the top 5 was Giannis, Steph, Ja, Luka, Book.
It was balling.
Like you're cool with that? I mean, I can see that.
I would be cool with that.
If we're doing that, I don't think it should be 5 then. I don't think it should be 5.
Oh, so you think they should more players?
Yeah, they should open. If it's just positionless, the first team should be like. It's not even a team at that point. Like,
I see that. But I'm like all NBA. You said like all NBA. So all team NBA.
Yeah, all NBA. If it's all NBA and then you could do like 5, I'm good with that. But the first team, because you cannot tell me that is the best starting 5 in the NBA that you could make. That's not the best starting 5.
No. But you said all NBA, like just they're the best
like
players.
Not even off fit. Like if you're sending our best 5 to play another country's best 5, that is not the 5 you're sending out. I promise you're not sending that 5.
Yeah.
If you got to send our best 5, nigga, you're sending. Ooh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Cliff. You got to send our best 5 in NBA to play another. Who we sending?
Just pick LeBron's All-Star team. just pick LeBron's All-Star team and then replace DeRozan with Luka. You're good.
Nope. Team LeBron.
You can literally just take LeBron's team versus Durant. It's Durant, right? It was team versus Durant. Yeah, you can literally take that and then you can play it. I mean, Jokic, Giannis, LeBron, Curry,
Giannis,
Luka.
Bron, Steph. Oh yeah, that's our 5. Yeah,
Who's beating that team?
That's our 5. Yeah,
like, bro, you gonna have this man Curry, LeBron be the player. You got like 3 playmakers? 4? 3? Yeah, 3.
5, to be honest. They all can play make.
Oh yeah, they all can play make. But like that'll be 3 of them be like the main playmakers. Like Giannis, like LeBron, you can basically let LeBron the point guard, and he could do everything, all the distributing.
Man.
And then Luka just get his spot so he can shoot all the shots. He can step back and just find Curry and Giannis cut.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, you get the ball, Jokic.
And then let Jokic run it, and then LeBron and Giannis in there cutting.
Yeah, like there's nothing you can do to stop that.
That's what I'm saying, in my opinion. Or you want to replace LeBron with somebody younger, you go somebody else. But that's what I would do.
And then our third team was Trey, Mitchell, Katie, Pascal, Kat. We got Pascal, Kat, and Trey right. We didn't get Chris Paul and Braun right. So we on all of these lists we got the 3 out of 2.
Yeah.
3 out of the 5.
Yeah.
It's not bad. But I don't know about Chris Paul. I think Mitchell got snubbed out of the 3rd.
Donovan?
Yeah, Donovan. I'm Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson? Wait a
minute. Donovan.
Yeah, I think because of recency bias, because the way the playoffs NFL, they're like, yeah.
But yeah, But yeah, I mean, so my biggest problem with the NBA team was the recency bias with Luka and not having Ja first team. I think Ja should be first team, but the regular season, I think Ja was the best regular season point guard this year. There's no hands down, no question. Ja was the best regular season point guard. Best regular season shooting guard. I could see it being D-Book. I don't like D-Book. I can see him being the best regular season shooting guard. The best regular season small forward, no doubt, either LeBron James or Jason Tatum. Best power forward was Giannis. Best center was Jokic. Second best center was Embiid. So everything falls in line pretty quick, except for some of the recency bias stuff. But if we check them, this was Giannis's, I think it was third or second season in a row being unanimous on NBA first team.
Yeah.
LeBron got how many? 2 All-NBA first team votes.
That's crazy.
That's interesting.
Nick Wright.
He got 35 second team.
And Nick Wright, make sure he voted.
Stephen Curry got 9 All-NBA first team. Ja got 13.
Wait. How much? So it says, how many games did LeBron play?
56, I think.
Man, Ja played 57. This is scary.
Ja played 57?
Yeah. That's what ESPN said.
Yeah, see, now that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That man played 57.
Let me see. Sure. Yeah, LeBron played 56, and then Ja played 57. Yeah. Ja did miss a lot of time this year.
So scared.
But I think in point guards though is different. Only reason because there wasn't a lot of point guards this year that were doing what Ja was doing.
I mean, yes. Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like, how LeBron not be there?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Ja didn't deserve it. I think he does deserve it. He played great.
Yeah.
That's
crazy though. Shout out to my nigga Brown.
Wait, I got to see Kevin Durant too. How many games KD play?
What?
How many games?
Kyrie was on there.
What'd you say? Oh, Kyrie? That will break the internet.
Kyrie.
That will break the internet.
No,
we gotta talk about Kyrie.
You should
talk about Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm about to say you should watch the I Am Athlete podcast. You should watch one episode with Kyrie. Kyrie was talking about
KD played 55 games. KD played 55 games.
I saw that.
Yeah, LeBron got stubbed.
Don't make sense. I think LeBron should have been second team. I think Bron should have been second team. That's my opinion. Bron should have been second team.
At least second team. At least second team. What the hell is going on?
Yes, man. Since the Lakers didn't make the playoffs, I guess.
But
yes.
I mean, LeBron balled out though. Like what?
I watched the man drop 50 in the same week.
Get the Warriors, and then
I watched him drop 50 twice in the same week.
And they said, "Nah, that nigga, he don't deserve to be there." That don't make sense.
No, but what I was saying was Kyrie on that podcast. He was basically talking about like what happened in Cleveland, like what actually happened.
Yeah.
He was talking about how it was.
I saw tweets
so basically, what he said was he basically the whole story was he was joking around saying, "This nigga Nehemiah, are you done? You done? Okay." So basically, Kyrie's saying, "Yeah, it was fun." No, you can't have no pancakes. You want another bar? Okay. Well, basically, for the third time, Kyrie basically said how he was young. He was like 23, 22, 24 around the time when LeBron got there. So it was just him learning from LeBron. And then he knew it was LeBron's team. He knew he was the GM. He even said it. He even said he's the GM and how LeBron's building his team, making the team and all that. But he said it got to the point to where he knew like how good LeBron was, and he just wanted to experience the league. He wanted to experience his trade value. He wanted to see how it felt to be the guy. Where he said he wanted to go somewhere else to where he can see how it felt to leave and how much different it was from playing with LeBron from what he learned. And so he said he went to the front office, and he said the front office what set the deal, because he said that was just in the back of his mind chilling. And he said what made him want to get traded was when the front office said, if LeBron ends up leaving, they're gutting the team out, sending Kyrie there, sending Kevin Love here, blah, blah, blah. And Kyrie didn't like that. how they were just going to give up on the team because LeBron wanted to leave in free agency, if that happened.
Yeah.
And so Kyrie, and then Kyrie, he requested a trade. He told the front office that, and he said he was going to talk to Bron about it the next day. But that same day, he left to China for his little Nike tour. And as soon as he got to China, the news broke that he requested a trade, and it was too late. There was nothing he can do about it. He couldn't tell Bron or explain it to him before. And now the media ran with it. LeBron saying this, Kyrie saying that. All this stuff is happening between LeBron and Kyrie don't like each other. He said he didn't talk to LeBron until he called him and told him it's tough. What advice does he have for running a young team? Remember when Kyrie called Bron, he said everybody was like, "Oh, Kyrie's running for Bron. He's running back to Bron." Blah, blah, blah. He said that was the first time they ever talked since then. And after that, and then he was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "How many championships have y'all won?" He said that they would have won a lot if Kyrie would have been more mature. Like if he said if the Kyrie that we have today, like the maturity, the mindset was back in that younger Kyrie, he said they would have beat Golden State with Kevin.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was like, damn. And then he was saying all this stuff. He was like, to be honest, he was like, people think me and Bron hate each other. He was like, people forget that they were talking. He said, people forget that I was taking interviews with the Lakers. And I was just like, damn, I forgot about that.
Wait.
Remember that offseason when it was rumored that we are going to get Kyrie? When he went to Brooklyn and said,
when him and LeBron sitting there talking.
He said that he was going to sign with, what's it called? He said he was going to sign with the Lakers. That was his plan. Like, the plan was to go to LA. He said the plan was to go to LA, reunite with LeBron. But then the way the media was blowing up, he didn't like how people were saying he's running back to LeBron. He didn't want – because he said when he first got into the league, it was LeBron left to Miami. So it's, how are you going to replace LeBron? Are you better than LeBron? Can you do this with LeBron? And then a year later, LeBron comes back, and now it's, you can't win without LeBron. You can't do nothing without LeBron. Yeah. And then he leaves LeBron, if you really can't leave without LeBron. You can't do this without LeBron. And now he's like, my whole career, people been talking to me about Bron. Why would I want to re-sign, go to the Lakers and play with Bron again just so people would question me about Bron? And then he was like, so you went with KD instead. And I was like, you did the same shit, just KD. All right, dog. And then, yeah, but it was interesting, though. Like, his take and listening to his side. Like, it was interesting.
So that's why I know like a lot of rumors came out that he might go to the Lakers and then they might either trade. Like, we talk about this. I think we actually talked about this a few episodes ago.
We did talk about it.
We talk about like him trading him for like 80 and all that super stuff. And then some people were making like, oh, how about Westbrook? Put Westbrook, KD back there, the greatest duo of all time.
Yeah, but then he said that when he won, when they won the ring that night, that he was celebrating all that. But once like after everything calmed down, he could tell that the front office was being kind of shady. Like they weren't telling him everything. And they said that there was different plans for the future setup that Kyrie didn't know about. He didn't like that.
You said it again?
I mean, when you hear his side, it makes sense why he requested for a trade.
Oh, yeah.
Because imagine your whole career, you're the number one pick, and everybody's harassing you about some dude that left to go somewhere else. And everybody asking you, are you going to be better than him? Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I hate that shit too.
And I figured that's what it was. Like, people always start blaming LeBron for it. I always felt like it was because they knew LeBron was going to leave, and like when he left, they think it was going to be done and probably rebuild. And that's why I always thought why he left. People always just blame LeBron.
But yeah, and he said the media just blew it up, and it's something where it really wasn't. And he said when he got traded to Boston, he called Kobe and asked Kobe like, what advice can he give me? And he said he's in a perfect situation with the young guys and all. They can be the leader, blah blah blah. And he said when he got on the phone with the guys in Boston, they said, "Hey, how do you feel about signing an extension?" As soon as he got traded. And Kyrie was like, I guess. He said, yeah, I guess. But Kyrie, he said he didn't really want to sign because he didn't know what he was going to get himself into. But and he said then he had to say that statement, or if he didn't say it, he would have lied to the organization and all that. So he said he had to tell them he plans on re-signing.
I would never say this shit.
So, it's crazy to think about when you hear his side. It's crazy.
I would never say nothing about Kyrie. I'd be like, yeah, we'll see what we're going to do this season.
I'll think about it. We'll see after this season.
I wouldn't even say think about it. I would just say, like, we're going to do big things this season. Like, what about your contract? We're going to do big things this season. I'm not committed.
He said, if y'all have me here, I'd love to come back.
Yeah, he did him so dirty for that. Was that Boston's statement? I think he'll be signed with Brooklyn, though. That's why I think I don't see him going nowhere else.
He has to. I know he has to sign back to Brooklyn. Because he already said he wanted to play with KD again. If he leaves again,
10 minutes.
Don't sound like Kyrie. You don't know how long he's gonna be here.
We got 10 minutes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I think
I see it too. Your free meeting within 10 minutes.
I think I don't know. I think Kyrie's best thing is going back to LeBron. Wouldn't it be a bad choice? But like I said, it's just a Brooklyn. Not gonna get a lot back from it. So I
wouldn't go back with LeBron.
I mean, I'm saying would it be a bad choice?
Because I wouldn't do it. Only reason is because like the way he explained it too, it was like, damn, I didn't even think about that. Because it was like, imagine you're the number 1 overall pick. You're excited to get into the league. And the first question you're asked on media day is, we just lost LeBron James. Can you replace him? And it's like, okay, I guess we lost LeBron. I get that. And then he comes back a couple years later, LeBron this, LeBron that.
And they were like, boom, LeBron bad.
And LeBron leaves. Yeah. And then when LeBron leaves, or when you leave, it's like, you didn't appreciate LeBron. No. So it's like, yeah, I get that.
I think why a lot of LeBron fans say that too, though, is what his statement was a year ago, 2 years ago, when he went on that. He said
he finally had somebody else to make a shot.
Yeah, and that's what really like made people like, LeBron fans and people who felt like Cleveland fans, people like that felt that way towards him, because when he said that, and then like now he's not really succeeding with LeBron, it makes people bring that up all. I ever see all the time. Every time he loses. When they lost last year, when they lost this year, especially, I saw people bring up that quote because it's like, hey, you said this, and look what you both are doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I think what hurts him is the statements he says, though. Like those statements, like there brings that argument more fruition for people who want to argue it.
And then just listening to it, it just like it puts you on a different perspective of Kyrie. Because when you think about before, like from this season at least, when you think about Kyrie, you think of him as a problem child, like someone that just you don't know what's gonna happen with Kyrie. Why is he so? It's always something with Kyrie. What you think of, basically. But when the way he was explaining it, like he was explaining everything. He was like, "I did this because of that." He said he went to he took time off to go find who he was, find his tribe, and he said he connected with them, and he said he's now more like a lot of players say that they're more than basketball, or his personal life is first, basketball. Kyrie is literally my personal life is first, basketball is second. Yeah. So if you're thinking of it more than like a dumbass Twitter user, oh no, you play basketball, like nah, bro. Like you think of it as like he's a person, and yeah, he plays in one of the biggest he plays one of the biggest platforms ever, but at the end of the day, he's still a person. He still has mental health issues. He still has to figure out who he is, and that's basically what he's doing. All these people are hating on him because he's not stepping up or doing what he's getting paid to do. But it's just like, at the end of the day, if he worked at 7-Eleven and did this, nobody would care. It's only because he's making $1 million as a basketball player, people really care that he's not doing what he's getting paid to do, basically. So, I mean, it meant a lot. Like, I think of Kyrie different now because of that, of what he was saying and all that. It could all be a lie. He could be lying his ass off, but if he meant it and was actually genuine, like, I think it was different.
No, I think he's genuine because he's always genuine about where he's from. I think it's just because people, again, he's just known around the league from his actions, but you never hear, you don't hear the stories. That's why I like podcasts like that. Like that's why I like listen to JJ Redick stuff at times, because when you hear like people actually talk about the situation, it's different than just hearing rumors and reports and like JJ Redick podcast. Yeah,
I would listen to a Kyrie Irving podcast, like a non-basketball related podcast too. I would listen to Kyrie Irving. Is like he reminds me of Kobe with the way he talks.
Yeah,
I can listen to Kyrie talk for a while. It's crazy. It was Kobe's favorite player. He's crazy. Then he talked about that when he challenged Kobe and all that.
He did.
He said as a kid he was just trying to prove himself, so he went at Kobe. He said he was trying to prove himself. They went from there.
That bad challenge.
But I mean, I have one more topic I want to talk about, but we can do it in the next little couple of things. You want to end it right now and then move on to it quick?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, bet.
We back.
Man, facts. All right, we go. Let me know you.
So we back?
Yeah, we back. All right. So the next topic I want to speak on was the Golden State Warriors. Not the current Golden State Warriors, but the Golden State Warriors as a whole. this core of Steph, Clay, Dre, and Steve Kerr. Is this the greatest dynasty in NBA history?
No.
Where do you rank them in all of dynasties?
I don't know, because there's so many.
Because let's think about it. Like, I'm not talking about like players or greatest teams. I'm talking about what they've done, what they've accomplished.
No.
They've been, when they're healthy on the court, they've been to the last 5. I think they've been the last 6 finals, I think. When they're healthy and on the court, when they all played at least 50 games, they've been to the last 6 finals. When they've been to the last 6 finals, 73-9, 4 rings, I think. No, 3 rings. 7-3-9, 6 finals, 3 rings. They could potentially be going to another finals. Makes that 7 finals. They win again. That's 4 rings. Where do you rank them in terms of all the dynasties? Second behind the Bulls, third behind Shaq and Kobe. Fourth behind the Heatles.
I think it's hard to rank them because you have to really sit there and think about all the dynasties in NBA history because there's so many of them, and there's so many have done great things. You look at Magic, Kareem, Bird, McHale, and all of them, and then you can still go.
Damn, I'm taking Larry Bird and McHale over Stanton.
I mean, but that's just recently by because we never seen them play. But like you look at older people, like you ask old people, they will take that dynasty over everything.
I'm taking Steph and Clay.
But and then I don't know. I think the reason it's hard to rank that because they're different eras, and then if you talk about success wise, there's a lot of other ones that had a lot of success. There's a lot of dynasties in NBA in the past that had a lot of success. That's why I can't rank that.
There's a lot of dynasties.
Because then you like there's so many. There's so many.
The only asterisk dynasties I have, like where I don't consider. Well, I consider them dynasties. I'm like, all right, I gotta double think it is the Wilt Chamberlain dynasties, the Bill Russells, those teams. I asterisk those just because it's just like, dog.
But you can asterisk the Warriors too because they had super teams. Like it wasn't just Curry. It wasn't Curry, Clay, and Draymond for 1 point. For like one of them, it was. And then the rest of it was KD. They threw KD had a
look, you can asterisk them for that.
And people asterisk all the time.
It's because the comp was there. The league was still still on the highest basketball.
Did they have
comp? I mean, it was. You knew who was gonna win it.
The only comp they had really was LeBron.
Who was the second best team back then? LeBron? If you put LeBron in the Wilt days, LeBron's busting their ass.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, did they really have a lot of comp?
That's the only reason I don't asterisk them.
They didn't have a lot of comp though.
No, I think the comp was there, but not to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what I know. I'm saying like they didn't have a lot of comp when it comes to other great teams just like them. That's what I mean. They didn't have no other super team they had to deal with. So it wasn't like they weren't dealing with like say like they had to deal like Kyrie and AD and LeBron. They were dealing like Kyrie, LeBron, and once like twice? Well, once with when KD was there, and they just dealt with like LeBron and like kind of teams. So I don't know. Yeah. I think they're a great dynasty and one of the greatest.
Me personally,
it's hard to rank. I'm not even saying an asterisk to. I'm just saying like if we're gonna put asterisks to people to dynasties, you could probably asterisk every dynasty. There's probably some asterisk in every dynasty if we had even the championships. But I think it's just hard to rank dynasties.
Shaq and Kobe?
You probably could if you look back. If you
look back, you could because remember that there was a game where they said that the Kings got rigged in the conference finals.
Yeah, so I'm like, you can literally look back at every championship and asterisk every one of them. Like I watched the video too where they asterisk like every championship. So, but I think when we look at dynasties, I just think like dynasties is hard to rank dynasties because they're all different eras, and then obviously bias. But there's so many dynasties that were so great, and that's why it's hard for me to rank them. I think they're up there, but there's so many great dynasties like that we mentioned like a few, but there's so many.
On straight accomplishments, would you put them up there?
Probably not, because Bill Russell got 12.
I mean, obviously, Bill Russell got 12, but they're third.
And then Magic and Kareem got like 5 together.
Yeah, they have 5 together. But this is gonna be their fifth.
But they're not even there yet. By championships, they're not getting 5th. They're getting 4.
I'm talking about appearances, not final that.
Oh, but I think the Showtime got more than that. That's a dynasty. I think they ought to finish. I think you can't rank them right now. I gotta see them like finish as them as a whole. Like they finish, and when they're done, then I think it's easier to rank them where they at. Because right now, I would say there's probably way more. I think they're like probably up there, like obviously, because I'm sure like top 10, top
because
5.
right now,
but there are ones that you can
like
pick
it.
up.
I know for this season, in this moment, it doesn't feel like we're watching a dynasty in Golden State, but Golden State is still a dynasty. Even though they missed the past 2 seasons, I think we're still watching the dynasty unfold.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying they're not dynasty. No, I think they're dynasty.
Yeah, because I think literally because I saw a tweet. There's like, what was the most recent dynasty? And I'm like, are you serious, my nigga? Like, are you not watching Golden State, bro?
Yeah.
Like, are you being for real? And then they have Kuminga, Wiseman, Moody, Jordan Poole. Like, dog, this dynasty will go on for the next 5 years, bro. Like, because Steph and Clay, they're not going to diminish. Like you saw Ray Allen, they're just not going to stop hitting threes. If you develop Jordan Poole, where he's going right now, the league is fucked. The league is scared. Like, the league is done for it. Only person that's going to break down first is Draymond, but Steph and Clay, they could play for another 10 years if they wanted to, just by standing in the corner, catching and shooting.
Yeah.
And if Jordan Poole flourishes, this dynasty can last for a long time in my eyes. They built the pieces right. But yeah, I like the Golden State organization. The way they develop players, the way they make decisions. What do you think about Zach LaVine and the Lakers?
It's not happening. It's gonna be too complicated. I wouldn't mind them actually. I would love to have them on the team, but I think it's just too complicated to make that trade even happen. So it's not.
Of course, I would love to have them on the team, but I don't want them on the fact that I want a team. I'm tired of super teams. I'm tired of big threes. I want a squad. Like, I want a deep team that like we can like rely on if LeBron and AD goes down.
Yeah, I mean, think about him though. He's young. You can actually rely on Zach. Yeah, he's actually good. But it's just not going to happen.
I think
it's impossible.
Zach, it's not.
It can't happen. I mean, because they'll have to give so much.
He's hitting the market. He's hitting the market.
No, but they can't sign. I mean, he not take a minimum contract or a $5 million deal. So he is not taking that. He's literally worth like a lot of money. I forgot how much money it is. He would literally Lakers will have to do a signing trade. It'll have to be a signing trade, and then the Lakers have to sign like they have to do so much to another team to get in the trade. It's a lot. I watched the video about it. It wouldn't even work because how much trading they would have to do and how much money they would have to give up and picks. It would just be so much. They have to give so much for him. So I don't see it happening. I think it's just a rumor. I think because he's a Clutch Sports client and then he's saying stuff, and I think what it is to get him paid. And I think like he's gonna get a bag. Someone gonna pay him a lot of money just to make sure he don't go to the Lakers at all. Mm-hmm. I think it's a bag because, like I said, I don't like the Bulls. Like the Bulls don't want Westbrook. Like how would Westbrook DeRozan work? Westbrook DeRozan, ew, that's a nasty team. So I know they don't want DeRozan, so they have to like a whole lot of trading for that to work. And the only way they want to get him fully, like in a signing trade, they got to get rid of Davis, and they're not going to do AD for looking. That's a dumb trade.
Well, I saw a lot of like potential trades. I think we talked about this already. About Aiden trades, we talked about that, right?
Yeah, they're all goofy.
Yeah, did you see the Aiden and Davis trade?
I hate that trade. I mean, now I hate it. I hate the trade then, actually. I hate it when I saw it.
I hate the trade in general. Don't trade AD. AD, don't leave. Be a Laker for life. Don't leave.
I'll leave, but
stay.
For now,
I
stay.
Leave eventually.
But for now,
I want to be for life. For life, for
at least for now, stay. And I
hope we get one more ring out of this team, though.
I mean, I think
I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest. Just because of how hard it is to win a championship. I mean, the window's LeBron, you can't count nothing out, but
the window's open for him because if you look at the playoffs now,
window's open.
The window's open for him. The playoffs now, so it tells you the window's way open for them to win another championship.
The window's definitely. Yeah. But it's just I don't like the realism in me. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I don't
because you never know who's gonna win. Like you never know who's gonna win a ring. That's why I don't think it's gonna happen again. That's why I don't think LeBron's gonna get another one. But somehow, some way, LeBron might figure out a way to get one. Who knows?
You never know.
I don't think we're winning shit with Westbrook on the team. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I don't think we're winning Westbrook on the team. Like if we do win, it's gonna be in 2 years. Unless Westbrook loses some weight and all that muscle. That nigga is too strong.
That's what he said. He breaking.
That's what it is. It's all that them big ass shoulders. That's why you breaking. Too strong. I'm trying to tell you, you're too big. when he was in OKC, he was a bit smaller. That nigga's a buff now. In the offseason, he'll shoot jump shots. He lift weights. That's nigga chill out.
Oh, I'm crying.
Bro, I wouldn't mind Westbrook. He came off the bench.
I don't think it'll work. I think they gotta shit that man out somewhere else.
No, to be honest, I think it could work. It could work, but Westbrook has to accept the fact that he's not a good player no more. He's not a star player no more.
Yeah. You gotta accept
the fact that he's a role player. It can work. Have Westbrook come off the bench. Have that nigga don't take that many shots, then have him play slow. Don't run, nigga. Play slow. Move the ball. Protect the ball. As soon as you start running, playing wild, so get him out of here. Get Patrick Beverly.
Oh, dude. He said trade Westbrook, Patrick Beverly. Who says no to that though?
Trade Westbrook for Pat Bev and D'Lo.
I want to say Pat and D'Lo. And like, 2 first-round picks?
Pat Bev and D'Lo. Yeah, give him picks for Pat Bev and D'Lo. I would do that shit in a heartbeat.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key doing it.
We get a scoring guard and we get our team captain, Patrick Beverly.
But then, like, why the hell would they do it?
Because they need a point guard that's gonna play defense, assert themselves. Why not? Why not?
He said, "Why not?" You think we'll figure it out?
Like, why not get why not get a point guard that can get 7 rebounds? Cat don't rebound the ball. Why not get a point guard that can get 7 rebounds? Come on, Minnesota. Ant-Man needs the mentor. Russell Westbrook's your guy. Trying to tell you, man.
Bro, I'm gonna go crazy if we do that trade. That would be the biggest trade. I'm gonna go crazy. D'Lo back in LA? I'm all for it. I'm all for it, man. I'm just like that, but I'm all for
it. Let's talk. I want to ask you what's your favorite players in the league?
LeBron James.
All right, nigga. Players.
Favorite players?
Yeah, who's your favorite
LeBron James, Anthony Davis.
No star player. No star players.
Oh, no star?
Superstar. No superstars.
Alex Caruso.
Like, what role player would you die on the hill for in an argument?
Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso?
Yeah. Alex Caruso. I think what else? I'm gonna name a lot of Lakers, so bear with me.
But not even role players, just stars. Like, nobody that are superstars though. Like, no, like all NBA type players.
Oh, all NBA? I like Tyrese Maxey a lot too.
Tyrese Maxey?
Yeah. Maxey's nice.
Hey, might go over there for you not coming up there.
I don't know. What else?
I know mine. I got D'Angelo.
Oh, Lonzo. Yeah.
Yeah, I got D'Angelo, Lonzo,
Ingram, all the former Lakers.
Yeah, Ingram, everybody but Kuz. Everybody but that man Kuz.
Bro, I like Kuz.
D'Lo, Lonzo. I think I said for me, my role players is D'Lo and Lonzo. To be honest, those are my guys.
You really call you just called D'Lo role player. You think D'Lo gonna be a star player or he's a role player?
A star? No.
Yeah, like his projection.
I think D'Lo's just gonna be a glorified role player.
You forgot about the draft. Speaking of like projection, star.
The draft.
I forgot about the draft. That was last week. The draft
was last week.
No, the draft lottery. The lottery.
Oh, I thought you meant the actual draft.
No, the lottery. So we almost forgot. We almost forgot about the lottery. What do you want to start from like the beginning?
No, to be honest, we can say that. No, Loki, we can say that. To be honest, we can say that actually. We can save it till next episode. We can do a full draft lottery. We can do a whole draft thing.
What's your top 3 though?
I mean, the lottery happened. Top 3, like who's going picked?
Yeah.
Who's getting picked or top 3 teams?
Who's getting picked? Who get picked?
Chet, Paulo, Jabari Smith.
I got Jabari number 1.
Jabari number 1.
I low key think I think I like to see Chet more in OKC than
who has first pick Magic. It makes more sense for the Magic to pick Jabari.
Yeah,
because Jabari can play the 3 and the 4,
and they got Bobo.
Chet. Okay,
now
center.
As a Lakers fan, I want them to pick. I kind of want them to pick Chet only because The Bobo available. I wouldn't buy Bobo on the Lakers. Not Bobo. I said Bobo. Mo Bamba on the Lakers.
Oh, Mo Bamba. I'll take Mo Beasley.
I let him buy Mo Bamba on the Lakers.
Like my nigga Mo. I take Mo.
So as a Lakers fan, because I know I saw a rumor about it. That's why I was like, as a Lakers fan, I would not mind them taking Mo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mo the T, let's say AD.
You know Mo can shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's AD too.
I know Mo can shoot like that.
That could be a long team.
I saw the rumors. I was watching the highlights. I don't want to hear none of that casual shit because y'all not watching Magic games either.
No, nobody watching Magic.
Yeah, nobody watch Cole Anthony give you 40. I'm good, dog.
Cole Anthony's nice too, but I think they take Jabari. I think that's why I like. But I want them to take as a Laker fan. But as a whole,
do you know enough about the draft to do a 14 like do a lottery?
I'm not
like a mock draft.
No.
I mean, look have all the inside in the world. Once you get outside the top 3, and that's done.
Hey man, I got Bleacher Report. What you call it, the mock draft. I'll use that. I'll make a decision based on what they said. Because I ain't watch. I
know some stuff about the draft. I know the lottery. When it gets outside the lottery, I'm gonna shake.
Last year? No, the year before when the Meadows League, I kind of knew more. But I
haven't been in touch with a draft since Lonzo's class. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. When the Lakers were in it,
I knew. Who was what class was that after Lonzo? Was that Zion there?
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh yeah.
No, was it?
Zion's, I think it was.
Let me see. I'll look it up. I thought it was Luka. It was Luka in them.
Oh, it was Luka and Trey. I knew a lot about that class. That was the last class I knew a lot about. Was Luka and them.
Yeah, that was 2017 draft team, right?
And then 2018 was Zion. 2019 was LaMelo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2020 was just this past one, and this 2021.
Yeah.
What do I say though? But yeah.
Shit.
Ever since the first class was the Ben Simmons class, I knew everything about. Then it was the Lonzo class. No, D'Lo class, I knew everything about.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Lonzo class, I knew everything about. And then the Luka class, I knew everything about. And then I fell off a cliff right there.
What helps me is you tell me because 2K, because I do all the league stuff
in
2K.
Yeah, and I'll be drafting all these players, and I get to know everybody.
Yeah.
And I start to look them up in real life. Then I'm watching Mark Madden, and they just pop up. I'm like, oh, that's who he is.
That's what he look like. That's what I'm like.
Tell you about my story with Luka?
No.
I drafted Luka on the Lakers once. And like when he was still like in the rookie draft class and all that, and he wasn't in the league. I drafted Luka on the Lakers. That nigga was balling. And it was like one of them like he was straight buckets, game winners. He averaged like 25 in his rookie year.
Yeah.
And I was like, this shit's never happening. And literally his rookie year, he does the exact same thing. And I was like, what in the actual hell?
That's the crazy thing. Because like you draft like rookies on 2K, and then some of them are either good, and like some of them are they were good with your team, and then some of them come to the league good, and some of them trash. Yeah, it's always Tatum. I drafted Tatum one time. I was doing a Magic. I drafted Tatum. I was like, damn, Tatum is nice. I didn't know who the hell Tatum was. And so I watched it, like, that's what that is. And that man is nice.
Yeah. And then once I did one where I drafted Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
And that class, I forgot what team I had, but I was getting bucket. I was like, yeah, this is my Canadian guard. Bro's a bucket. And that's man's a bucket in real life.
Yeah.
So, hey, man. And I didn't know Jamal's 50-point game managed no free throws.
But that game, those games, the Bubble Man was crazy. The Bubble Man was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Bubble was crazy. That Mitchell versus did they both drop like 50?
Yeah, they both dropped 50 in the same game.
Yeah, that game was fun. I remember watching that live.
You know why? I think everybody dropped 50? Because it felt like an open run.
Yeah.
It felt like they were in the YMCA hooping. That's what it felt like.
You felt the intensity though. And that's one thing with the Bubble.
Now we know in the YMCA, TJ Warren's MVP in the league.
But you know in the Bubble though, like one thing about the Bubble that you have to say though, like you felt the intensity. Like they was intense.
Yeah, you could tell.
Like they really was.
Shit was high.
Yeah.
That's the Bubble man. My nigga Gucci.
They only had 50. That's crazy though.
Yeah, I think that's it. We covered everything. So,
what'd you say?
A smooth little episode.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Covered everything. What's today? Today is the 24th. 24th of May. When we tap back in, it'll be probably June, maybe. Maybe in June. Might be. I think we'll be in NBA
it might be a
Finals
little
when we
later.
come back in, right?
It'll be later because
we just did game 4s.
I'm not gonna be home.
You said what?
I'm not gonna be home for a few days, so it'll probably be a little later.
Oh, well, you on a vacation, huh?
Yeah.
Like, luckily we ain't gonna be in the playoffs, huh?
I might miss. I might not be here to the finals.
That league is gonna be in the playoffs. That league's dead.
Oh, you talking about the league? Oh, you talking about the league? Oh, that league, we're done.
Yeah.
May said we're done.
Yeah, that league's dead.
Right? What'd he say? He said literally.
Yeah.
Not sure. He said not sure what to do with these 2K problems stick around. So basically, he's done, man.
Yeah, league's done. So so next time we tap back in, we will know who's in the NBA Finals. So stay tuned. Like, let's make our predictions right now, Khalil. NBA Finals, Eastern Conference. West Conference already knows coming out. Who coming out in the East? Who do you think?
Celtics.
After you watched it, made our predictions earlier.
Celtics? I want the Heat to win, but Celtics probably win.
I'm still going for the Celtics. Warriors. I got money on the Celtics.
Win it all?
$70 on the Celtics, man.
Win it all?
No, I got $70. They come out. They go to the finals.
Oh, they just had to win it all.
I think the Warriors win it all.
I think Celtics don't win it all.
Yeah, the Draymond factor is too much. No, that PTSD lineup is too much. I told you that, dog.
No.
That PTSD lineup
I know it's a lot, but I don't think. I think like none of the West teams look so polished as much as the Heat teams. But right now they all look trash. So right now, if you look at the playoffs right now, it don't like the playoffs. Like it don't look like the playoffs that you probably watched.
I have yet to see somebody stop PTSD in Wiggins.
You about to see it with the East? When the East beat the West?
Before we end, shout out to Wiggins, man. Andrew Wiggins is like reading, like watching a good anime. The career arc on Wiggins is crazy.
Man, turn it around.
Number 1 pick on top of the world. Bust. He's turning it around. He's on top of the world right now. Posterized Luka, but he got called back.
No, he's still a buzz.
Wiggins on top of the world.
I was here saying he's still a buzz. He's a buzz based. He's a buzz based off the hype he had. They say he's gonna be next Kobe. That's why he a buzz.
He's a buzz based on the hype, but he's not a buzz.
But he's still a great player. I think he still turned out to be a great player. He just got a lot of
buzz for Minnesota.
Yeah,
he's not a buzz for Golden State.
But he's still like he's not what they expect him to be. Like I was considered Lonzo a buzz because everybody like gonna be next Magic, but he's still a great player.
His nickname was Maple Jordan.
Yeah. Like he's still a great player. I don't think that takes away he's still a great player. I think it's just the expectations that everyone had on him being the next the next Kobe. Like
I remember that fadeaway on Kobe. He was, I learned that from you.
Yeah.
I remember everybody used to the Cavs should have never traded Kevin Love for this bum. They should have never traded Kevin Love for Wiggins. Wiggins would be so helpful in the playoffs right now. Shut up. And I keep forgetting that Kevin Love's an NBA champion.
You say Kevin Love's an NBA champion?
You know, but
bro, you hate on Love, man. Love machine.
All that man did was get rebounds and throw out legs.
He's a love machine. You hate a love machine.
If Kevin Love never lost weight, he'd be an All-NBA player right now.
You hate on Kevin Love like he got the love machine.
Prime Kevin Love was giving you 20 and 10 a night.
No, that man was a beast in Minnesota.
He lost weight.
You think because he lost weight?
I'm trying to tell you, he lost weight.
I mean, he was big. Don't think about it.
He was big because he was too big.
He was big. I mean, but he was
bodying people and he shoot people. And then when he got to Cleveland, he lost his stupid weight and he turned into a spot-up shooter.
He had to buy this role. I mean, once he bought into this role, they would.
Yeah, once he figured out, I'm not Kevin Love anymore. I'm LeBron James' big man.
Kevin Love.
All right, this man Nehemiah stressing me out, bugging me. I gotta go make him some food. We gotta hit it. Right. Shut up and dribble.
You already know.
Like, comment, subscribe. You already know the vibes, bro. Shut up.